Today is Monday, August 24th, 2009. This is Fred Gesser bringing you the Planalytics 2-week insight for agriculture. As promised, the Atlantic tropical season picked up with the naming of the first 3 tropical systems of 2009 during the week. However, only one reached hurricane intensity. Bill stayed well out to sea over the weekend and is now headed off to the British Isles for later this week as an extratropical low-pressure system. Bill's primary impact along the eastern U.S. was that it caused a front to stall, which then produced heavy rain from Maine to D.C. Meanwhile, last week was a cool, wet week for most of the Midwest corn and soybean belts. The rain event included 1/2 to 2.5 inches of rainfall in some dry areas of eastern Illinois and western Indiana. Mean temperatures for the week were generally 3 to 7 degrees below normal for Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Wisconsin, and Illinois. But near normal temperatures occurred for Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. Bottom line is that we did not make up any ground on the seasonal GDP deficit in the Midwest. Now for our weekly outlooks. For the week of the 24th through the 30th, look for a cold front to drop down to the Midwest by midweek that will bring 1/2 to 2 inches of rainfall from Nebraska and Kansas across Iowa, Missouri, and western Illinois. Generally, a trace to 1/2 inch of rain is expected for the remainder of the Midwest and Delta this week. Some weather models are kicking off another tropical cyclone that will be named Danny. For now, Danny looks like it will be centered over the Bahamas by Thursday morning and possibly move up the eastern seaboard as a tropical storm or Cat 1 hurricane late in the weekend and early next week. Temperatures this week across the Midwest growing areas will be 4 to 8 degrees below normal north of Interstate 70, but normal to the south. Just like last week, there will be no catching up in thermal units this week in the Midwest. For the week of the 31st of August through the 6th of September, the key to the forecast will be what happens with Danny early in the week. Right now, it looks like heavy rain for much of the eastern seaboard as a minimum. Behind Danny will be reinforcement of the below normal temperatures for much of the Midwest growing areas for the first week of September. There will likely be a threat of frost for southern Manitoba and western Ontario. Eastern Pacific cyclones will contribute to above normal rainfall spreading over the southwest and up into central and northern plains. Possibly the western Mississippi Valley would be included in that rainfall as well. That's all for this week's report. This is your ag-centric meteorologist, Fred Gesser. As always, please have a safe week.